Hello everyone, Kyle here, Lab2 for sections 3, 4 and 6. I decided to make a video to explain some part of the lab, thinking this will be helpful. The first thing that we will be looking at, part 4, question 4. I was asked whether this last section be filled by resistors or voltage difference, and the answer is you need to put here the value of R4 but calculated version of R4. In order to calculate that, you need VAB, which is the voltage difference between node A and B, and I will show you how to do that in a minute. So here I copied the original circuit that you see in your lab sheet, and I converted it into the circuit that looks like this, which is exactly the same circuit, but it looks a little bit different. We are provided 10 volts as a voltage source, and R1, R2, R3 values are given. We only need to choose two resistor values for R4, and in each selection we need to measure a voltage difference between A and B and record it to calculate those R4 values. That was the task to do. Hope everyone knows how to measure voltage difference between A and B, but just in case, I'm just gonna draw it here. I changed the source voltage just to give you an example, but the calculation will be similar to this one. Okay, so the circuit that I built is on the right hand side. My choices of the two resistors are 295 kilo ohms and the second one is 32.5 kilo ohms. I plug this in to here where the red wire indicates when I measure my voltage differences between A and B, and these two wires represent, like, this blue one is A and red one is B, where I plug in my alligator clips to measure the voltage difference that indicated in this circuit A and B. Let's define what A and let's define B in terms of equation, and the difference will give me the voltage difference between A and B, right? So when you see like a letter combination, that means the first letter minus the second letter. Another example will be like, let's say TK will be the voltage difference between nodes VT node minus VK node. Okay, so over here I have the measured values underneath, as you see. With my own experiment, choosing these two resistors, for the first choice I measured minus 2.46, and then second choice I measured minus 2.21 volts voltage difference between A and B nodes. Now let's look at what VA mean. VA, we can define that using voltage divider. So when we look at the circuit, we have two parallel sides, but since this wire comes all the way over here, these nodes will also have like 5 volts. When I consider equivalent resistor over here, I only consider these two. The same case for right hand side too. So VA, using voltage divider, I will have total voltage, which is 5 volts voltage source, multiplied by R2 over our equivalent resistor, which is gonna be 2K here, and for VB I will have source voltage multiplied by R4 over our equivalent resistor for case B. And at right hand side I just defined what those equivalent resistors are. So now I can plug them in to that equation. So for the first choice I have this amount for this difference, and I already have A defined and B defined. On top I just bring them here, 5 volts 1K over 2K minus 5 volts R4 over R4 plus 2K, and just doing the algebra I finally get my R4 283.71 kilo ohms, and that's about with an error of 3.83. So this is how you calculate your R4, and you need to do another calculation for your second choice. The similar way, you only need to change this value. Okay, so this is all about the part 4. Question 4. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Canvas or just shoot me an email. Thank you.